one night they asked me if I could stay a little late to do a session, and I didn't know who the hell it was. They just said it's some country guy, and I go, okay, whatever. So the tour bus pulls up, and it was Billy Ray Cyrus, and it was right during the achy breaky heart shit, and I was like, no,
Didn't just say shit.
no, and I'm seeing him getting off the bus, and I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna suck. Huh?
I think you're wrong, but I think what you do is pretty amazing.
I'm still not used to this guitar. Someday I will. How are you sleeping? This thing is capable of so many sounds. It's kind of unbelievable. It's basically about the end of the world. It's called the 11th hour. Like people just keep cruising along. Don't worry, everything's fine. Alaska burns down every year, doesn't it? Oh, God. I gotta try something. It's just clean. More what?
I'm transported back in time where the amp had that sound.
Well, these were designed in the same exact era this guitar was designed. So. There's your CCR. Okay, this is ridiculous. It'll just go on forever. Go ahead, take a nap. This will be good for your tinnitus. I wonder how long it will go. Ridiculous. It literally will go all night.
Because I'm doing it already.
Of what now?
So you're gonna interview him too? Yeah, you should finish it and interview him.
Tiger in there?
No, he just likes your music. He likes anybody
He sits there and
else.
squints when I play really loud. It's so
I was in 5th grade. They were showing a film class, and the film broke. And I sat there watching the quote-unquote AV person and I think the vice principal struggle trying to figure out how to fix this thing. And for no reason, I decided I'll give me a shot at it. And I walked over and got a pair of scissors and the Scotch tape, spliced it together, looked at the little diagram on the side, how it threaded, and got it going again. And the vice principal said, "Would you like to be in the AV department?" And I was like, "What's that?" Well, when a class needs a film or an audio recording played, you get a slip and you go out and get out of class. And I go, "Oh, you get out of class? Yes, I want to be in the AV department." And that's how it started.
As a sound engineer.
The craziest story.
Yeah.
Oh, easily. I was recording a band called Flotsam and Jetsam. It was a Phoenix metal band, and the bass player was actually Jason Newsted, the bass player from Metallica, eventually went to Metallica, and they were recording a song that had this break in the middle called "I Live, You Die," and they wanted a snare sound that sounded like a gunshot, and we just couldn't come up with it. And I said, "Okay, I got it." And I went upstairs and I came down with 2 phone books and a 45, and I put mics all around the room, threw the books down, and I sat there with the headphones, and everybody's scattered. I mean, these are all metalheads, and they're hiding. And I'm sitting there waiting for my cue. "I live, you die." Boom! And I just blew a hole in the books. And it was perfect. There was little pieces of yellow pages everywhere for weeks. It was like confetti. They were shitting their pants. I know, I got it. Don't worry.
Tell me about the time that the person slept on your in your room when you were.
When
Remember, somebody pulled up in the van from the one tour, and you were supposed to show a clip.
No, he didn't sleep. It was one night they asked me if I could stay a little late to do a session, and I didn't know who the hell it was. They just said it's some country guy, and I go, okay, whatever. So the tour bus pulls up, and it was Billy Ray Cyrus. And it was right during the achy breaky heart shit, and I was like, no,
Didn't just say shit.
no. And I'm seeing him getting off the bus, and I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna suck. And he's half asleep, and he's a half an hour early, and we had these things at the time. This was long before internet, and we had this thing called an ISDN box that allowed you to send CD quality audio stereo through phone lines, uncompressed. So we were hooking up with the studio that he was recording in Nashville, because they had just got done mixing this song called what was it? Something Rain. Oh God, I can't think of it. I got November Rain in my brain. That's Guns N' Roses.
Sacrilegious.
Yeah, but anyway, so he hadn't heard the mix. So I hook up, I get what's called a handshake with the ISDN line, with the studio in Nashville, so you've got a solid connection, and you're just waiting for somebody to hit the talkback and say something. And Billy Ray goes, man, I am so tired. Do you think I could just go in there? And he's pointing at the vocal booth. Do you think I could just go in there and lay down? I said, oh man, go ahead. Here, I'll find you a pillow, because we had all sorts of crap on the stage. So he goes and lays down, and about 10 minutes later, we're sort of talking through the door. And about 10 minutes later, I hear the talk back from Nashville. He goes, hello, this is Nashville. And I said, hey, this is Joe in Phoenix. He goes, hey, this is Dan Huff. I said, really? That's interesting. Dan Huff is my favorite guitar player. He goes, well, that would be me. And I was like, no. So I went fanboy for 10 minutes, forgetting that Billy Ray Cyrus is laying there on his back, in the studio, and we're just going, just talking producer crap. So he goes, "Hey, this is really great, but you think I could talk to Billy?" I said, "Oh, absolutely." And he goes, "You got a phone in here?" And I said, "Hold on." So I went and got the microphone, and I adjusted it and put it. He's laying on his back, so he's laying on his back with a microphone over his head, and I patched it into the ISDN line, and he's talking to Huff in Nashville through the microphone over his head, laying on his back, and I'm dying laughing. And they're talking, and in the middle of the conversation, Huff says, "So how's that little girl of yours?" And he goes, "Oh, she's killing me. She's absolutely, this girl wants to be a star worse than anything you could imagine in life, and she's fucking killing me." And he was literally bitching about it. And I'm setting up, and I'm not even thinking. I've got Pro Tools running. And years later, somebody's talking about Hannah Montana. I'm like, who the hell is Hannah Montana? And they said, "Oh, yeah, it's Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter." I'm like, she did it. She freaking did it. And now she rules the world, man. Did you see, the new song she just released is great.
Brilliant.
Yep. But yeah, her and Taylor Swift rule the world. Oh, no. You don't have to record this one. It has nothing to do with me.
Who wrote what?
It was a song that Taylor Swift decided to perform for the first time ever, that she had written for her mom, who had cancer at the time. And she appeared on some kind of a benefit and agreed to do this song. And literally, I think it was during COVID, and literally it's just her with this little tiny spinet piano in this dime store sundress. No makeup, no hair done. And she does this song, and I don't know how she got through it. It was because it was real heartfelt, and that's why she never performed it. But she decided to do it for this benefit. She's different than most stars. she's pretty amazing. They do somebody that works for the city of Glendale, and they said for the Republican convention and for the Super Bowl, their average room rate was at $400. When Taylor Swift was in town, their average room rate was $800, and they got it. That's amazing. She's like an economy unto herself.
They called, it was Swift City.
Oh yeah. They in honor of her coming.
Yeah.
They changed the name for the day. I mean, it's her fans absolutely adore her, and that's what I always loved about what's her name? Oh God, see here, dyslexia and names with me is ridiculous. Why did I think of Belinda Carlisle? Who am I thinking of?
Linda Ronstadt.
No, her name's Carlisle, and I can't think of her first name now because I thought of Belinda. That's so funny.
Here's a lion.
Say hi, buddy.
Here's Joe being threatened by a lion.
I'm eaten alive.